Good morning. I'd like to call the May 13th, 2010 Board of County Commissioners meeting to order. Will you all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. We've got two commissioners, including myself, that might have to leave before the meeting is complete, but I think we're actually going to be able to get through this agenda on time. So we'll be, if anybody gets up to leave, it's not you. We just have some conflicts in the schedule. So we have two presentations this morning. And the first one is Community Action Month in Clackamas County, and Liz Bartell is going to be coming forward to talk about May 2010 Community Action Month. Come on forward. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here from the Social Service Division of Housing, Health, and Human Services to present to you a proclamation claiming May 2010 as Community Action Month. While Clackamas County is one of the wealthiest counties in the state, we have significant number of people living in poverty. More than 35,000 people in Clackamas County live below the poverty level. The poverty level for a family of 4 is $1,838 per month. The 2010 homeless count, which is a brief version of the usual homeless count, found 724 chronically homeless persons in the county. Chronically homeless persons are those who are living in places not meant for human habitation. They have a disability, they are alone, and they have been homeless for 1 year or more than 4 times in the past 3 years. Many others not sought out in this year's count are homeless but are staying temporarily with family or friends. Through awards of just over $1.5 million in federal stimulus funds, Community Action has had the opportunity and responsibility of providing services primarily through subcontracts to private nonprofit agencies to meet a range of citizens' needs. The target population for these services are those who have lower incomes, no more than an annual income of $44,100 for a family of 4. Services range from Backpack Buddies that provides weekend supplies of food for school children to rent assistance for people on the verge of eviction from their homes. Through direct service and partnerships with other community providers, Community Action offers the promise of a better life for those in need. And now I'll read the proclamation.
Thank you.
Whereas the Clackamas County Community Action Agency, part of the county's Social Services Division within the Department of Health, Housing, and Human Services, has for over 30 years provided a wide range of services and activities that address the causes and conditions of poverty in our communities. Whereas the most recent homeless count conducted in January of this year shows a 72% increase in the number of homeless families with children in Clackamas County. Whereas the number of Clackamas County residents requesting food stamps has increased by 43% in 1 year. Whereas through the hard work and dedication of the staff of Clackamas County Social Services, homeless families have a safe place to live, food is available for those who need it, households can afford to keep the heat on, and people with disabilities can get a ride to the doctor. Whereas in Clackamas County, Community Action is a part of a growing network of effective programs and caring individuals that are working together to address the causes and conditions of poverty. Now, therefore, the Clackamas County Board of County Commissioners joins communities across the country in celebrating National Community Action Month and does hereby declare May 2010 as Community Action Month in Clackamas County, urging citizens to take part in activities and observances designed to increase awareness and understanding of issues of poverty and to volunteer their time to assist organizations and programs in their communities serving the needs of persons with low incomes.
Great. Thanks, Liz. Do I have a motion?
Commissioners.
Madam Chair, I move we proclaim May 2010 as Community Action Month in Clackamas County.
Great. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. It's been moved by Commissioner Bernard and seconded by Commissioner Lehan. Is there any further discussion, commissioners?
I think it's wonderful, thank you, that we're noting what an important time this is for people to step up and offer their volunteer help and contributions to organizations that provide services for people in dire need. And I hope that you can give us information about a number that people could contact if they are looking for a place to volunteer their time or make a contribution. Is there a contact information that you would be able to offer to help people link with those groups?
503-655-8640.
Great. This is an important time for us all to do everything we can to help people who are in need. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any further comments?
No? Excellent.
All right. Thanks, Liz. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion passes. Thank you. We have a second presentation, and it is proclaiming May 2010 as Mental Health Month in Clackamas County. And we have Cindy Becker here to help us with this one. Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm just here to introduce to you Marcia Hilly, who is the new administrator of Behavioral Health Division. And Marcia is going to be giving the information about the proclamation. This is a really important month. It shouldn't just be Mental Health Awareness Month for just 1 month. We think it's important to do this all year round, but it's always good to remind people about it. So I just want to introduce Marcia Hilly to you, and she's going to do the proclamation.
Welcome, Marcia.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here from the Behavioral Health Division of Health, Housing, and Human Services Department to present you a proclamation declaring May 2010 Mental Health Awareness Month in Clackamas County. Mental health plays a vital role in the overall health and well-being. By supporting individuals of all ages to care for their minds as well as their bodies, we work to dispel the fears, myths, and understandings commonly associated with mental illness and maximize opportunities for individuals to lead full, healthy, happy, and productive lives. In the past year, the Behavioral Health Division has increased prevention and education programming and continued efforts toward a system of care which integrates county and community-based programs to deliver quality, evidence-based strategies in settings that make sense. And now I'll read the proclamation. Whereas healthy individuals and healthy communities are essential elements of any strong and vibrant community, and whereas mental health disorders and mental health problems affect people of all ages, backgrounds, and at all stages of life, and whereas mental health problems are real and common, treatment can lead to recovery and the enjoyment of a full, happy, and productive life. And whereas caring for minds as well as for bodies is key to overall health and success at home, work, and school, with families and with friends, and early detection, diagnosis, and treatment of mental health problems greatly increases the likelihood of restored health. And whereas increased public awareness of mental health issues may lead to earlier recognition and treatment, leading to lower health care and correctional costs, increased productivity, improved ability of children and youth to learn, and contribute to strong families and healthier communities. And whereas Clackamas County's mental health providers, county and community partners, citizens and consumers have been working together to dispel fears, myths, and misunderstandings commonly associated with mental illness and to increase access to treatment and support services. Now, therefore, the Clackamas County Board of Commissioners do hereby declare the month of May 2010 as Mental Health Awareness Month in this great county. We encourage all residents to join us in increasing awareness and understanding of mental health and the treatment options available in our community for all who struggle with mental illness.
Great, thank you. Do I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move we proclaim May 2010 as Mental Health Awareness Month in Clackamas County.
Second?
Second? Or were you second?
I'll give it to Austin. He was closer. It's been moved by Commissioner Lehan and seconded by Commissioner Austin. Any further discussion? Commissioner Lehan?
Not really. I think this is very important for everyone to be aware of the needs of mental health in the community, and I think it's been covered very well in the proclamation. It's an excellently written proclamation, and I've been a longtime advocate of mental health issues, and appreciate doing this.
Thank you.
Commissioner Leininger?
I want to thank the team in the behavioral health care part of Health, Housing, and Human Services. I know that team has been going through a lot of really rigorous, sort of inward looking about how we can serve the most people possible on the limited resources we have. And it's not an easy process, but it is so important for us to try to reach rural people well and reach people throughout the county as well as we can with mental health care. And so I want to thank the staff of Health, Housing, and Human Services, particularly the behavioral health care staff, for this important and challenging work you're undertaking. And I want to let you know how much we appreciate it as a board and as residents of the community.
Thank you.
And I guess I would just add, could you, if you have any information, if somebody were watching this and they wanted to find out more about what we do or what organizations are out there to deal with these issues, maybe your recommendation on who to call.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm so new, I don't yet know our phone number, which is embarrassing. But certainly by calling Clackamas County Behavioral Health, either the clinic or to our mental health organization, we can direct you to services both within the county and external to community partners as well.
Sure. And then there's nonprofit NAMI that does a lot of
Absolutely.
work in this arena.
Absolutely.
It helps when people have questions about family members or how to help
Exactly.
family
A
members.
rich resource for families and consumers in the community.
Great. Okay, well, good. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Commissioners.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion passes. Thank you. Thank you so much, and welcome again.
Thank you.
Cindy, you're coming back up for a quick presentation on the Faces of Clackamas County photo contest.
Thank you, Commissioners. I also wanted to let folks know if they want additional information to go on the internet to networkofcare.org, networkofcare.org, and they click on the mental health category, and they'll find, go to Clackamas County. We're the only county in the state that has this resource, and it provides fabulous information on services, on articles, legislation. It also helps people develop their own medical health records, so it's a great opportunity for folks to use it. So networkofcare.org.
And in fact, Mary's brought it up on the
Oh,
screen. so
yay, Mary, thank
Mary.
you. Okay, it's great. So I'm here to talk about this contest that we had, and we've titled it Faces of Clackamas County. One of the things that I noticed when I came to work here was that we really didn't have pictures of people on the wall. We have lots of pictures of scenery, which is great, but as a department that serves people, we really needed to have pictures to remind us of what we do and who we're here for. And so actually it was a suggestion from one of our division directors, Brenda Durbin, and we just launched that. And I asked Lori Brockman, our communications officer, to coordinate a contest. And we armed our staff, volunteers, with disposable cameras to go out and take pictures of the people that we serve. And they did that. Yes, they got releases from everybody, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, our county council. And so I'd like to recognize these people, but I also want to tell you that we had the photographs judged by some award-winning private photographers, including Bonnie Hamilton from River Art City, Michelle and Justin Stevens from Artistic Photography, and Paul Sibley from Paul Sibley Photography. They took their own time to do this, and I want to recognize the staff who participated. Beatrice McGinty from Health Services, Conchetta Branson, Tiffany Levesque, Sheila Kennedy from Social Services, Cindy Garcia, and from Community Solutions, Teresa Baldwin and Gary Matala. These are fabulous pictures, and they're currently on display downstairs in our lobby for 2 weeks. They're an exhibit when you're coming into the first floor. And it's just wonderful to have pictures of our folks, of our clients, of the people that we serve, and to remind people that the people that we serve are the mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers and cousins and aunts, and they are you, they are us. So we're very excited about it, and when the exhibit is done, we're going to be hanging these pictures around the buildings. We had prepared this really fabulous PowerPoint. So if you can imagine images kind of flowing in and out, you would have seen this great PowerPoint. Unfortunately, we had a little technical difficulty, but I'm really excited about it. I think the fact that we're able to have folks tell who we are through our pictures, I think is great. So I hope you take the time to look at them. Thank you very much to the staff. Thank you to the photographers who helped us, but it's an exciting project, and we hope to do more of it.
Very nice. Well, maybe what we can do is rejigger the technology, bring it back and do it as a scroll at the end of a meeting in the future, and get those images out there.
Yeah, we were trying to rip them off the wall, but we didn't think the facilities would appreciate that.
No,
so we didn't do that.
Commissioner Bernard?
That's an engineering term.
Rejigger? Sorry. Either that or Midwestern.
Thanks.
Any other comments? Thank you so much. It's I've already seen the photos, and they're really stellar.
Aren't they great?
Yeah.
thanks.
Thank you so much for the idea and the contest and bringing it to our attention. All right, we are on to citizen communication, and I do not have anybody signed up under citizen communication, which is for non-agenda items. I do have somebody signed up for some of the public hearing, but not for citizen communication. So if you are here and you want to testify on a non-agenda item, now would be the time. And if you'd fill out a blue card and get it to our clerk, Mary, then she can get it to us. But seeing is that there's no one coming forward, I will close the citizen communication part of our hearing and move on to a public hearing. We are now moving on to a boundary change proposal, public hearing for withdrawal from Clackamas County Service District Number 1 and approving boundary change proposal CL0408, annexation of territory to the Tri-City Service District. And we have Ken Martin here to help us. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning. This is a long-term project. We're trying to get the entirety of the city of Gladstone into a single county service district that provides what we would call the wholesale functions of sewer. And up to this point, there's been a significant section, about 157 acres, that was in the Tri-City district. The rest of the city is in service district. That was in service district number 1, and the rest of the city was in Tri-City. There was an agreement some years ago between the county and the two districts and the city that this would happen, and finally it is happening. What you see in front of you are two proposals, one of them to withdraw the territory, this 157 acres, from Service District Number 1, and the second one will annex that territory into the Tri-City District.
So can I just ask a clarifying question before you move ahead? We are not sitting as a boundary change board, and we're not sitting as either Tri-City or CCSD1 at this point. We are sitting as the Board of County Commissioners.
That is correct.
I just want to clarify
that is really
for the record.
what the statute says. It's
Okay.
the county board that's making the decision.
Okay, thank you.
In this particular case, the process calls for a double hearing. So you're going to make a decision on these two proposals, and you're actually, assuming you approve them, you're actually approving the proposals, but we have to wait and see if there's a remonstrance petition that comes in. Therefore, we have scheduled a second hearing. So the recommendation in this case is approval motions on both of these two orders, and then scheduling a second hearing for June 10th. If on June 10th we have not received any remonstrance petitions, then at that time you would give what would effectively be a final approval.
Any clarifying questions? Yes, Commissioner Bernard?
So that means property owners are notified, and then we wait to hear if we hear back. I have two questions.
The statute requires another notice, which is a newspaper notice. That's the only one that will come for the remonstrance period. We've already had notice published and posted for this hearing, so that folks are pretty well aware that this is going on.
My follow-up question has to do with somebody at some point pays for the installation of the pipes and the maintenance of the pipes, and then that ownership transfers to a new owner in this case. Is there some new term, true up, that might take place that pays one district for those pipes, or is it just kind of an agreement that now they're just going to take over ownership and maintenance of the pipes?
It's kind of an odd situation because, in essence, you have two county service districts that are run by the same staff, essentially,
Okay.
and everything in this area is already completely developed, so we don't have an issue of any new construction going in. So there really isn't any real transfer going on here. It's really more of a paper transfer than anything else.
If it were Oak Lodge and that we were doing a transfer, 'cause since we don't sit as that board, that would be different.
That might be different. And there is a small portion of that city that is being served by Oak Lodge, and it is the intention of the city to ultimately get that transferred into Tri-Cities as well, but that has not happened.
Great, thank you.
All right. Any other clarifying questions for staff? Because we'll have a public hearing and somebody who does want to testify. Any questions? All right. We'll move on to the public hearing portion. And I do have Pete Bryce from City Manager of Gladstone here to testify. Come on forward. And 3 minutes on the clock and your name and address.
Well, I will keep it short and sweet. My name is Pete Boyce. I'm the city administrator with the city of Gladstone. The address of the city is 525 Portland Avenue, Gladstone, 97027. Anyway, I'm just here to express that the city is still in support of these orders and would respectfully recommend that the county board follow through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions? All right, great. Thanks so much for coming in, Pete.
Thank you.
All right, if there's anyone else who wishes to testify on this, now would be the time to come forward. And seeing no one, I will close the public hearing portion of this, and I will ask for a motion to approve boundary change proposal CL 0308.
Chair Peterson, I move we approve boundary change proposal CL 0308, withdrawal from Clackamas County Service District Number 1.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Leininger and seconded by Commissioner Austin. Any further discussion on this item? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion is approved. Thank you. Now we go on to our second part of this decision. So I will ask for a motion to approve boundary change proposal. Did I get that right? CL-0408.
Chair Peterson, I move we approve boundary change proposal CL 0408, annexation of territory into the Tri-City Service District.
Right, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Right, it's been moved by Commissioner Austin and seconded by Commissioner Bernard. Any further discussion on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion is approved. Thank you. And there will be a second hearing on this issue at the board's June 10th, 2010 business meeting. If there are any remonstrances, we will hear them at that time. All right, thank you so much. So we are on to the next part of our agenda, which is actually the consent agenda, since there are no discussion items, and I will ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Chair Peterson, I move we approve the consent agenda.
It's been moved by Commissioner Leininger and seconded by Commissioner Lehan that we approve the consent agenda. Any further discussion on the consent agenda? No. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion is approved. Thank you. All right, we're on to Commissioner communication. Does anybody have anything to share?
If I could keep it really short, Chair Peterson, last Saturday I attended what was termed Military Family Appreciation Day at the North Clackamas Park, Milwaukee Center area, and huge turnout of folks in terms of the Veterans Administration, Red Cross, lots of vendors. Clackamas County was there in a number of arenas, Clackamas Community College, so lots of support and appreciation shown for veterans and their families, emphasis on families. So there were balloons and lots of fun things to do, and it was absolutely a gorgeously sunny day for a change too. So I wanted to thank all those who participated, all of the vendors, all Red Cross, Veterans Affairs, and much thanks goes out to Michelle Davidson, who basically tried to coordinate and ask people to really participate, and it was a great turnout. So thanks to her for all of her hard work on this important event. And I think there'll be other events coming up for veterans in terms of a jobs fair. I think there's something, I think it's June 26th at Clackamas Community College. I think that's another all-day type of an affair where military folks' families will be invited in, and they will see the great range of training opportunities, educational opportunities that are available along with other services to them, as many of them are still returning back to their families. So we welcome them back too. So thank you.
Any other comments?
Sure. I also attended. It was great. Also had an opportunity to visit Justice Court, sit behind the judge. I thought it was interesting. I used to do that when I was mayor of Milwaukee, just to kind of see how that goes. Association of Counties, we had a very long board meeting and legislative meeting. And the only other comment is it's pretty drastic increase in homeless families with children, 72%. That's huge. So if there's any opportunity to help a neighbor or help somebody find someplace to live, I hope you'll take that opportunity, especially when they have children. Thank you.
Anybody else? No? All right, I just had one thing I wanted to add, and that is that I just wanted to thank our professional staff in our office for all that they do Carrie Ferrucci, who oversees most of our staff in the front office, and all of the folks that work for us do such an amazing job. They're such professionals within their own right, and I just want to do a call out to one who is actually leaving us. Her last day is today. Karen Burig has served in the Commissioner's office for the entire time that I have been here and been very helpful and been just a total asset to our board and has really expanded her skill set in so many different ways. She's a land use planner who is now moving back to transportation arena within the county, and I think we're all going to be able to keep a great asset in our county and really expand the knowledge of how the commission runs into the rest of the county, that it's not this strange thing that's up above, but it really does have a meaning to the staff, and I very much appreciate her perspective on all this, and I just want to thank our staff for being so helpful in making sure that all the commissioners are well staffed, and we have just really great policy coordinators, and just a shout out to them. And we will miss Karen, but she'll just be a building away. So with that, if there's no further business before the commission, we are adjourned. Thank you.